driving back to Calgary from Red Deer. I don't know, I had some technical difficulties. The live stream wouldn't want to start by itself, but now we are live on an independence convoy. This guy is not letting me in on his truck for some reason, but it's all right. It's fine, guys. We are live. We have about 15 to 20 cars, and we are going to be driving pretty slowly from Red Deer to Calgary. I don't know if you see the car in front of me. There is a Saskatchewan flag, he has a BC flag and Alberta flag. I just hope you'll be able to see a clear picture of the things and everything what's happening right now. We are driving back to Calgary from Red Deer. I just interviewed a bunch of really good people so that you have an idea on why people support Alberta independence. I think it's amazing. I met some really good people today on this event. Today is -20 and there was a lot of snow, so some people didn't come, some people didn't show up. I have a lot of cars behind me. I'm actually one of the first cars in this convoy. I wish you could see the entire lineup of people driving behind us. I turn on the emergency lights too, so that people can see us. And we are heading from Red Deer into Calgary. I was able to purchase an Alberta independence flag on the spot from someone because Amazon delivery was so slow. And I have a big flag on top of me. I think it's still there. I think it didn't fly off yet. Guys, I wish more of you joined the event. A lot of people didn't even know that this event is going to be happening. I don't know if you've seen that car in front of me. You must have seen it on a different YouTube channel. I think PJ the Belt uses that red car in front of me as a thumbnail. At least a couple of times he used it, and the driver there, his name is Todd. And if anything, guys, I want to tell you, it's really interesting. You see a lot of people, and I had a really good interview with a person today, and basically they're just trying to rescue what's left of Canada. The biggest thing that I hear from people is they are trying to, they want to rescue, they want to rescue what's left of Canada. They actually believe that Alberta is what Canada used to be. I don't know if the quality of the sound and everything is going to be good or not. I don't know if you can see the quality of the sound and the picture is clear or not. Just leave a comment, let me know if it's fine. I'm going to check also for myself if it's working good. And I'll be also looking at, answering your questions if you have any questions for us. We have, probably about, perfect, Nito. That's perfect. If the sound is good, that's good. At least I can see what's happening. I talked to people, some of the guys in this convoy driving behind me. There is a big vehicle. I cannot show it to you. I don't want to be holding the camera or anything. It's mounted to my windshield right now. A person behind me, it's a Lincoln driving there. They're coming from Edmonton, so they are actually coming from Edmonton. They came to Red Deer, and they're going to be driving with us to Calgary. And after that, we are going to be driving. They're going to be driving back to Edmonton, where they came from. So that's the extent that people are, Alberta independence are willing to go to. And I asked them if they're going to be driving that far, and they are saying that, well, the grandparents had to literally go to wars for. Give me a second. The grandparents literally had to go to war for their independence, for their freedoms, and that's the least they can do. Oh, that's awesome, Sylvan Lake. That's amazing. Yeah, guys, it's a lot of people didn't come in. They're saying that the last convoy there were about 140 cars. Today, I think we have like 15 or 20 cars driving with us today, and we are keeping safe distance between each other, and we are driving within speed limit and everything. Somebody is commenting about Iran and and Ukraine. Guys, I want to tell you something about the entire situation. By the way, in terms of the news in Iran, I want to tell you, as a Ukrainian person, I'm pretty happy what's going on in Iran, because that regime has been supplying weapons to Russia for over 40 years to attack Ukraine. So if you want to know my stance on Iran, that's my stance. You know, I'm not a fan of that regime, a regime that wants Western world to be destroyed. So yeah, but today is not about Iran. Today is about Alberta. I actually don't see. Oh, there. I think Todd is keeping a huge distance behind John. We have one more car ahead, and Todd is falling behind. But I don't want to be driving as the first car in the convoy, otherwise you would not be able to see anyone. I only have 2 cars in front of me right now, and about 15 behind me or more. Oh, that's perfect. No, it's guys, I want to tell you something about that person I interviewed a few days back who was blasting All Canada anthem just to disturb canvassers. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't realize. I didn't realize there is so many people. I didn't realize there is so many people from. Somebody's telling me that there is a huge support in the Iranian community. But I'll tell you one thing. There was a interesting interview yesterday. I think the day before yesterday, I had with a gentleman. With the gentleman who was talking about the fact that I'm an immigrant. That Alberta independence people, they're going to deport me. They don't like immigrants. That's the craziest part, is that I never had any questions about the fact of me being an immigrant in Alberta independence people. The craziest part is that it's only for some reason the people who are forever Canada people have an issue with me being an immigrant. That's the weirdest part. And I'll tell you why I'm supporting this entire movement. Why I'm supporting this entire movement is, Canada is becoming the country that I left. It's Ukraine is not a communist country, and Ukrainians would be really pissed off at me saying that right now, that I'm comparing Ukraine to a communist country. But it's called Savok. Savok is how we call the people after Soviet Union. So there is a lot of people who still, especially older generations, who still live in that kind of an illusion of communism, of that idea of, basically that the life was better. Oh, yeah, we have, in terms of the cars, we have around 20 cars, I would say 15 or 20 cars today. Last time there was 140 cars. Right now it's less. It's just there was a lot of snow, and it's minus 20, and I think a lot of people just decide, you know what, we are not going to be coming out, it's too dangerous. And we just left Red Deer, and we are driving not too fast, but slow enough to be safe, and not too slow to impede traffic or anything. So our job is not to impede traffic, but just show our support for Alberta independence, driving from Red Deer to Calgary. And it's interesting seeing people passing by in the cars and looking at us too. nearby. I think we are still quite far. We are still quite far, from Calgary, and we are not driving too fast. But that's all right. Let's. I'll see if anyone is going to be honking. So far, most people are welcoming us. I think I saw only one middle finger towards one of the canvassers today. But most people are supporting this, I think. No, guys, it's an awesome event. It's amazing. Today is my birthday, by the way. I just decided to get out on my birthday, and I don't need to is watching this video right now. My wife, she was asking me what am I planning to do today, and honestly, I thought it's going to be a good thing to go for this event, for this whole ride, because I think it's a good way to spend half of my birthday today. Thank you so much for congratulating me while driving. Today I'm 37 years old, guys. 37 years old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Not too old. I honestly believe that age is not a limitation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I think it's the only chance that we'll have, like the car in front of me. His name is Todd. I was talking to him, and biggest thing a lot of people are saying inside this convoy that we have right now, a lot of people are agreeing to one fact, that might be our only chance, our last chance where our voices are going to be heard. Thank you so much for congratulating me. I really appreciate it. Oh yes, that 219. Yes, I agree with you. I want to tell you guys, age is just the limit. I agree absolutely with people who are right now in the chat who are saying that I'm, the age is, you feel better than you are in 30s. I'm 37 years old, and I'm in a better shape than I was in my 20s right now. When I was in my 20s, I couldn't do any pull-ups. And I was not physically fit, and I think I'm in a better shape right now. Yeah, and I changed my entire diet too, by the way, guys. I'm on a not too strict version of carnivore, because occasionally I cheat with berries and some carbs, but the best diet ever. I've been on Jordan Peterson's diet, carnivore diet, and it's been amazing. No, exactly. I agree with you guys. Mental health, physical health. I would say in my 37 years, I'm more clear and in every aspect than when I was in my 20s. It's when I was in my 20s, guys, I'll tell you, some people said wait until you're 30, because I was going to gym, and they're like wait until you're 25. Then people told me wait until you're 30. That's when you're going to get old. Then when I'm with 30, people said, well, wait until you're 35, and then you're going to start collapsing. I'm 37 and in freaking best shape of my life right now. Maybe recovery takes a little bit longer, but it's all right, so maybe I have to wait until I'm 40, somebody's going to say. I'm thinking at some point they're going to be right. Maybe past 50, it's going to, probably hormones and everything is not going to be there anymore, but we'll see. I don't know, guys. I'm not planning to stop right now. Okay, I think we are speeding up a little bit. It's interesting. We are just doing it. I believe the biggest thing is for Albertans to not be afraid and to come out and support this entire Alberta independence movement. There are some people that are afraid. There are some people who think they signed the petition, the online petition. Yes. How many minutes to Calgary? Somebody's asking me. And yeah, exactly. Older men, thanks. Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be interesting if you get. Guys, I think age is not a limit. I've seen people in their 60s transforming their bodies and hitting the gym, getting in shape, watching their diet, and getting remarkable physique. And we actually have one of the Alberta Convoy guys taking over right now, and I think he has an Insta360 camera mounted on the back of his truck on the left right now. It's going to look awesome. No, that's amazing. We have one more person who is driving Insta360 camera right now. And to answer the question for Nito on how many minutes to Calgary, I honestly do not know right now. You know, I would say probably 1.5 hours away. Something like that, about 1.5 hours away from Calgary. And we will be taking a small break soon, in about 15 minutes from now. And then we'll be driving again. Because we have a lot of people. We have, you know, a lot of senior people too. We have even people with disabilities as well in this convoy too. So they might need a break as well. So I would say probably 2 hours until we get to Calgary. Yeah, 75 minutes away, but we are not driving too fast. We are like at around 80 kilometers per hour. That's the speed we are driving at. I can actually get a little bit closer to that car. I honestly put my, you know, my car into autopilot mode right now, so it just follows, you know, and keeps its distance automatically by itself. It kind of holds the steering wheel too, even though I'm also holding it, but I don't fully trust these automated systems. That's why I don't really trust Chinese cars in Canada either. Oh, I see. So one of our convoy cars just went to the right. I don't know if he made the wrong turn or not. Which part of Canada are you guys from? No, I'm against Chinese cars. Do you really want to have a spyware installed onto your car? I don't think you would want a spyware to be installed in your car and it being able to be shut off remotely. We are living in an age of electronic warfare. People use, you know, technology. Well, we have a lot of Calgary in the comments. A lot of people are in the chat are in Calgary. That's amazing. Well, I'm coming back to Calgary soon. I'm also from Calgary. Some people were surprised to see me driving to Red Deer from Calgary just to come back to Calgary. You know, on Saturday, getting up by 6 a.m. when there is no work. But I think that, you know, it's a good reason to get up by 6 a.m. on Saturday when there is no work. I think we have a really good chance, guys. Dayton Valley, Alberta. Wow, Calgary, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. Let's make Alberta great again. I've seen a guy, one of the guys who does social media in Calgary, he was wearing a hat saying, "Make Alberta great again." Yeah, my wife is complaining. She's saying that I work all the time on weekends, on weekdays. Sherwood Park, wow! So it's close to Edmonton. Eastern European valleys are not Western. Well, you know, I'll tell you guys, one thing you probably haven't figured out yet about me. I'm an Eastern European, but I'm a weird Eastern European. You know, I'm not exactly the Eastern European you would expect me to be. That's the thing, because I was born in Eastern Europe, but I lived outside of Eastern Europe most of my life. Yes, yeah. Basically, I'm Ukrainian, but also I lived outside of Ukraine more years now than I lived in Ukraine. So if you were to take my 37 years that I turned today and you cut it into, you know, and you put it, you do some math on it, you know, then you would realize that I actually lived outside of Ukraine more years than I did live in Ukraine. I lived in Middle East, in Qatar. I don't know where one of the cars is. I'm following the red car in front of me, but there was one more car. I just hope we didn't lose John anywhere. There's supposed to be John in front of us. Yes, happy Saturday, Patriots. Chicagoland. That's amazing. No, guys, it's a fight for freedom. You know, what we have right now is it's really beautiful. People having a convoy, you know, driving, showing their support for Alberta independence. But at the same time, you know, that's a good legal purpose to have this kind of event, rather than having, you know, somebody in the convoy, you know, today who's driving behind. No, one of the people here in the convoy said that the grandparents, they were Alberta patriots as well, and they were saying that eventually there might be a civil war in Canada. They were saying something like that. I hope that never happens. I hope that never turns to fruition, because there have been older generations of Albertans here, right? For example, like myself, I came to Canada in 2012, but apparently 40 years ago, there were already people in Alberta that wanted independence from Canada. And it goes way back. It's just that it came to a point where more and more people come into the same kind of conclusion. Oh, thank you. No, you're welcome for the shout out. It's all good. Yeah, exactly. Alberta independence, it's a lot of people actually in this convoy today, they are Canadians. Like everyone is Canadian in this convoy today, but they are actually saying that they are Canadians. It's just that the thing is that the Canada stopped being what it used to be, and that's why they want this. Innisfail, go Alberta independence, baby. Happy Saturday to you, Igor. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I cannot see the names properly, but I appreciate the chat and everything. It's because I don't want to be touching any kind of technologies here. I don't want to be, scrolling back. So if I miss something, if I miss someone, I'm guys more paying attention on the road than seeing anything else. So if it pops up, I see it. If I don't see it, I'm not going to be touching my electronics right now. I don't want to be getting a ticket for that, or endangering anyone for that matter. Well, Quebec might actually be separating as well. Quebec might be separating as well. I actually heard that Quebec separatists are actually supporting Alberta separatists right now, a lot. So it's going to be interesting. It could be a downfall of Canada. Let's be honest. If Alberta leaves, I don't think Canada can be the same country it used to be before without Alberta. And that's the one thing that people don't realize. It could be, I don't think Canada is going to be the same if Alberta leaves. And it looks like Alberta is on its way out, and it's our best opportunity right now, best chance for independence that we ever had, to be honest with you. Thank you so much, Leah from Lethbridge. I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to tell you, a lot of people in this convoy, they're actually Canadians. They're just saying that Alberta is the part of Canada that remains, it is still Canada, like it used to be. Alberta is the Canada that is not there anymore on the eastern part of Canada, and they want to preserve it. They want to, conserve it, because I would say I didn't see any Alberta independence patriots who are liberal. I haven't seen one. If you're liberal and you are supporting Alberta independence, please do leave a comment. I would love to meet you, because most people are conservative. I haven't met a single person yet who has liberal views and supports Alberta independence. That's actually a good point to bring up to you. Well, another part that people don't realize, it's I'll tell you one thing. I cover Alberta independence now for the past couple of days in Russian as well, and it's interesting. You'll be surprised that the Russian-speaking Canadian community, it's Ukrainians. Who are the Russian-speaking Ukrainian community? You'll be surprised. It's Ukrainians, Belarusians, Russians, Azerbaijan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, a lot of the Stan countries, so many countries that speak and understand Russian watch the channel, including Israel, because almost everyone in Israel also speaks Russian. Because guess what? Biggest Israeli community actually were in Ukraine, and they moved to Israel after, to form a country. Ukrainian president is a Jewish guy, Zelensky, just so you know. So a lot of people watch the channel, and a lot of them are Canadian citizens, and I started a fight there by talking about Alberta independence. And they're coming up with the same kind of rhetoric and everything. They're coming with the same kind of things when they're saying, need to answer your question as well. They're saying the same things. They're saying, you cannot take what's not yours. They're saying that it's treaty lands, you cannot separate. Indigenous people are not going to support it. And they're coming up with the same kind of slogans, because even Russian-speaking Canadian communities brainwashed by traditional media to believe that Alberta can never have independence. They're like, you cannot get it. There is no legal pathway for you. And interestingly enough, I have people from Ontario, a lot of people from Ontario who are Ukrainians. They are writing to me. They're saying, hey, we are supporting you. We are for Alberta independence. We are all in. Conservative people from Ontario writing messages to me in Ukrainian saying, don't listen to this Russian trolls. When I speak, in Russian, they type to me in Ukrainian saying that we cheer and we support Alberta independence from Ontario. We wish you all the best. And there is a lot of support going on from all communities. And Jewish community too. Jewish community is huge in Ukraine. A lot of them speak Russian, so you'd be surprised. They speak their own language. I think it's Hebrew and everything, but they also speak Russian because a lot of them grew up in Eastern Europe. They were fleeing Germans and things like that. And in Ukraine, if you know the city called Odessa, that's like a Jewish capital of Ukraine. They even have a special accent on how they speak, mostly Russian in there, in a way. So I think that's our first stop over here. I think that's where we are going to be coming up to our first stop. And I'll be getting out of the car and I'll show you what's going on. It's super cold today. And I'm going to see if I can charge my camera. See, we're just parking behind this, guys. Look at the question there. First and only, see, prosperity or decline, vote yes. First and only one that counts. See, we have John. We have John walking.
Well, I don't know. I think this is a good place to try to...
Guys, do you have any questions for John? Hey, John, I'm live streaming us.
Is that safe, what we were doing? I think that was safe.
I think it's safe. I think so.
I got quite a bit of honks. Those big trucks driving by. Every one of them was honking at me.
Oh, that's awesome.
You got to go like this, though.
Exactly.
Hey, that camera's working good. That's probably dead.
Let me, guys, come out. I'm going to show you how many cars we have behind. That's our first stop here. And I also want to see if my charging cable can work here. Is it going to plug in or not? Oh yeah, it works. I think I'll be able to charge my camera so it doesn't run out of energy while I'm walking.
Yeah, block the road. Yeah.
All right.
You guys gonna keep going Calgary like that?
That's my car, guys. That's how I mounted my Alberta flag here. And I was able to buy this small flag of someone. I couldn't order any of them from Amazon, so I purchased it of one of the people there from. Somebody came with a bunch of flags and they were selling them at like $20, and I was like, I'll get one, because I had to mount this one that I got from Amazon because that one delivery was too long to wait and I needed it for today. Alberta! We have 91 people watching us right now.
All right, that's great.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Did you guys have anyone honking at you or something?
Yeah, we had trucks honking, truckers.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know. I was too busy talking. To people on the live stream.
Hi, everybody online, man. Welcome, man. Can't wait to see y'all.
Oh yeah.
United Alberta.
Woo!
Alberta, 100%.
Exactly. I think like you were saying, guys, we need a platform to announce this kind of events.
I've been talking. We have to, man. You're gonna. Will you work on that? No.
Well, I'll do my best to get us a platform.
Like I said, we'll help it. Like I said, let's do it. I've been talking to everybody, and it makes sense.
Exactly. Because a lot of people didn't know this event is going to be happening today.
It'll grow and grow and grow.
And like I said, I got ideas for the app. Like I said, where there's stuff on there where it'll educate people.
Yeah.
Where you're not door to door. You can text it. You'll have all the
Oh yeah, people are honking there. That's awesome.
all the important things and like I said, the stuff where Mitch Sylvester's talking, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because we can't cover it all.
And they're honking.
Yeah.
You asked me if we had trucks and honking. They're all honking.
They're all honking, yes. Exactly. Right, guys? Hey man, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm live streaming our event right now.
Oh yeah.
Like 86 people. It was just 90 something people on the live stream.
Oh yeah.
Watching us. Oh man. Oh, it's so cold today.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm shaking a little bit. It's cold.
Get rid of their garbage and go to the bathroom over there.
Yeah.
Woo.
You know, -20, and we got 20 people.
And we got 20 people. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, okay, come on, Albertans. It's -20. You still got to do. You want freedom, you got to show up for it. But at the same time, I'm freezing really bad.
Me too. I'm trying to hold the camera, but it's shaking. Like my head is shaking.
I'm trying to hold this flag, and I'm like, ah. Okay, so we're just gonna like chill out a little bit and then keep driving.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, why don't you just keep on heading to Calgary and then...
Woo. Guys, my fingers are freezing holding the microphone for you here. Woo, I'm shaking a little bit. 1 second, I'm going to close my jacket. I have my Republic of Alberta hat established 2026. And I'm freezed. Wow, it's windy and it's -20. I don't know, it was not as cold in Red Deer as it is here right now. Some people are grabbing coffee. I think I'll grab a coffee too. And I have gloves. Hey John, how much time do we have? How much time do we have?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I'm gonna grab a coffee too then.
Go get a coffee.
Oh man.
Stay warm. Hey, how many people are watching?
Right now 80 people.
Can I plug my YouTube channel?
Absolutely.
I changed my name this morning. I thought, you know what, talking to Albertans isn't really the brand. So I just went with John from Alberta.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I just
better.
use my name. John from Alberta is X, and John from Alberta is YouTube. And so thanks everybody for subscribing to my channel.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, go and subscribe to John's channel as well. It's good that you renamed it, because I thought to myself, talking to Albertans is great, but In one run, it's
Yeah.
better to have your name.
John from Alberta. I'm not a good marketing guy. Maybe leave a comment if you think I should name it something else. Not too late, but I like my name. I think it's good.
No, it's a good name, John. I'm gonna grab the coffee from there.
Yeah, go quick.
Let's go. I'm gonna grab my mug, and I have my gloves with me, but I cannot operate my phone with my gloves on. Second, guys. I don't even know where my gloves are, but I'm gonna grab my coffee. And I have my second cell phone here. One second. There is a coffee there. Tim Hortons. Some people like call it Tim Hortons now. I don't know why. I'm still okay with Tim Hortons. Let's go, guys. Yes, we have Saskatchewan flag. We do have a Saskatchewan flag in our convoy right now. I'm gonna lose one of my tips of my finger right now. Give me a second, guys. I might have to pause a live stream for like a couple of minutes. Which I don't want to do. But I'll get some. Let's get some coffee first. At least it's not too cold here. Exactly. We'll live free or die. I agree with that. Let me actually put my microphone out of my hand so I can pay somehow for the coffee. Second, guys. Second, I'm going to get the microphone on top of me. No, thank you. We have a lot of people with the flags driving here too, I see.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh yeah, they snuck in here.
Yeah. Gonna get some coffee, guys. No worries. Yes, guys from our convoy are coming in to use the washroom, I guess.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are saying live or live free or die. People are commenting. We have 93 people right
Oh,
now.
that's great. More will come.
Exactly. Where's my wallet? Oh, I have it. Second, guys, I'm gonna get a coffee here. Can't pull out my credit card. My fingers are so frozen. Free advertisement for Tim Hortons today. All right, let's get some coffee and keep going. Exactly. No, it's all about democratic processes. It's all about democracy. Now, can I get a medium black coffee? The personal cup?
Black coffee,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
182.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yay, guys! Now I'm doing 10 times better than 5 minutes ago, just knowing that I have some coffee. Oh my goodness! I don't know if I can pause the live stream or not. I want to use the washroom, but I don't know how to pause it. Or I'll just keep recording until Calgary. I'll use it in Calgary. Oh my goodness! How do I do that? Is there a way to pause it or something? I don't know. Is there a way? Hey, you know what? I can actually pause it for a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to pause it for a second. I found a way. I think I found a way. Okay, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm back, guys. We're back. Whew. Let me see your comments. See, I have a nice head today. Woo, let's go. I just don't want people to live without me, you know?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. This is so awesome. It looks even better from here. I don't know if people can see that on camera,
Absolutely.
but how it looks from here.
People really like the idea of the app. I've been talking to people about that. Honestly, that'll be great, man.
Oh, man. This is awesome. I think truckers are supporting us the most.
Oh, absolutely. Look, horns going steady.
Yeah, they're honking from there. Let me turn on the sound so people can actually hear. Yeah!
Gonna get my gloves in.
I think very soon we'll have another Freedom Convoy if they try to silence us again.
Absolutely. Like I said, this is awesome. I'm gonna get my gloves and pull my flag out for a little.
I just removed the noise cancelling so that people can hear other people honking. Otherwise, my microphone is silencing it. It has AI in it. Woo! I'm coming! Let me put my gloves on. Got my laptop here because my work never stops. I have to have my laptop because in case I'm never having a day off. Give me a second, guys. I'll put my gloves on. Woo! A lot of support. A lot of support here is going on.
Use your horn! Use your horn! Come on, use it! Use your horn! Woo-woo! Come on, you got a horn, use it! Igor! Come on over. Tell all your viewers that this is what you gotta do. Get 5 or 6 friends, stand on the corner, doesn't matter where you are in Alberta. Grab a big, beautiful blue flag and wave, and then when the trucks go by, go like this. And
Exactly.
then you honk. Woo! You got a horn, what else you gonna use your horn for?
I'm going to grab my small flag too, because my flag is... I'm going to grab... This guy is honking at us. Oh, we are just outside of Red Deer. We are just outside of Red Deer right now. Let me open one of the windows so I can take my flag. Okay, this is good. Oh, I have to switch off my car. I used to have one more cell phone somewhere. Woo!
Free Alberta!
Woo!
Freedom!
Freedom! So we are heading out for more?
Let's keep rolling.
Let's go! I'm gonna keep live streaming that. People are honking nearby. Okay, I'm going to... 1 second, guys. Let me mount this in a car. Hopefully my technology works fine. Okay. I think my camera is getting charged. Okay, now we can drive. Woo! Let's go. Open my jacket. Whew. Yeah, we are going to the zoo parking lot. That's correct. That's where we are heading. We are going to be there. I can check how long it's going to take. Okay, 1 second. I removed the noise cancelling on my microphone so that you'll be able to hear people honking nearby driving by us. I'll tell you where we are. Give me a second, I'll tell you. So we are driving towards Calgary Zoo. We're about 1 hour, exactly 1 hour away from Calgary Zoo, but we are driving at a roughly 80 km/h speed. We are basically going to be coming close to the Olds, like highway that says Olds, and then next one is going to be, we are leaving literally right now Bowden. That's where we are, at Bowden right now, Alberta. and luckily I was able to plug in my camera, so it's not going to lose charge, and I think I can live stream for the entire 1 hour as we are driving there. And you can come with us on a drive. It's going to be interesting. The people's main comment that I'm getting is that a lot of Albertans are following different influencers, different accounts on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube, and they would want to see one united platform, so they would see all these events happening together. A lot of people who want to participate in this event didn't know it's going to be happening. By the way, I'm going to answer about the biggest question I get about immigration and Alberta independence. Alberta independence people are not looking to deport legal immigrants. They're looking to, well, possibly deport illegal immigrants, but those guys who are not, they're not immigrants if they're illegally in Canada. Just to even know what the legal definition. Woo! What is going on? Are they waving or are they flipping us out? What's that? I think there is somebody flipping us out in that car, or I don't know what they're doing. But I can just judge. It's funny. Oh my goodness! I could hear somebody screaming. But it's a usual suspect. Some people who flip out of Alberta independence, people usually, it's a usual suspect. It's a you can tell who they are. No, exactly. If you came to Canada legally, I want to tell you how I came to Canada. I spent about $50,000 to come to Canada. That was the entrance fee. That was the entrance fee to Canada, $50,000 to come to Canada to pay for my tuition. I was not allowed to work while I was studying in a college. I was not allowed to take any Canadian jobs. And it's $50,000 for 2 years of studying. Plus, you had to prove that you have a health insurance. I had to get in Ontario, that's where I studied, you have to get a health insurance so that you're not a burden to Canadian healthcare. You cannot get a job because you're here as an international student. That's the agreement for 6 months, and then you can work part-time off campus. But your primary goal for immigration purposes is just to be international student. It was never been an agreement that you'll be allowed to, to stay in Canada or work. Of course, I always wanted to stay in Canada, after studying, but it's legally. You get your work permit after that, and then they select you based on your education, based on your age, based on your qualifications, your work experience. That's how the system used to work, at least. I know there is some stuff going on in the comments, but I cannot read all of the comments, guys, because I'm sorry, I'm driving. But I'll tell you, that was the condition. You come to Canada to study, your only goal is to study, and you have to go back after study. That's the arrangement. But I was hoping I would get a work permit after graduating for 3 years. And after graduating, they changed the immigration system too. And I'll tell you, it was more difficult for me to get my Canadian permanent residency than it was for a nanny from Philippines, let's say. I'm just saying Philippines because for some reason a lot of nannies were coming from here, or a construction person. It was more easier for them at that time through the immigration processes as caregivers were to get permanent residency than for me, somebody who spent $50,000 on postgraduate certificate in college, had master's degree in economics from had diploma in logistics, certification in accounting, and basically I would say 6.5 years of education after school, and then plus 2 more years in the college
basically 8.5 years, almost 9 years of education after high school, it was more difficult for me to get immigration done at that time than it was to be, you know, yeah, as a caregiver with no qualifications that got sponsored to come to Canada. So that's the weird system that was there. You had to pass your English test. That's one of the things. That's how I actually immigrated to Canada, guys. I don't have an advantage of ever being a colony of British Empire, let's say like India was. That's why people in India, a lot of them speak English so well. I come from a country where nobody speaks English. Some people speak German, they learn German, some people learn Spanish and things like that. So I had to literally come here, pay $50,000 for education, spend years to learn how to speak proper English so that I can pass my exams to get extra points for immigration, show my Ukrainian education, show my Canadian education. And after that, get enough Canadian work experience and be in a certain category in order to even have a chance to stay. So that was my so far. I think I paid over $500,000 over a decade in taxes. And then people from the left, liberal people, come to me and they say Canada has given me everything. I got not at all when I came to Canada. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. And Canada has been going on a decline. Right now, I would tell you I'm Ukrainian, but when I came to Canada, I was in a disadvantage for being Ukrainian, to be honest with you. There was no handout, there was no money for fleeing the war, there no support. Government didn't give me a penny for free. Honestly, guys, it was either you make it or you become homeless in a country that you just came. And you know, I'll tell you, Canada is a beautiful country. I don't want to say anything negative about people from caregivers from Philippines or anything, or against Indians. I you know, I don't like labeling any kind of communities. You know, it's everyone has some really good people. I'll be honest with you, even though I like Ukraine, I'm ashamed of some people from Ukraine who came to Canada. Really shameful comments. They said it's a bad country. Canada is not giving them enough money, doesn't give enough support, doesn't give any kind of benefits. In Germany, you can literally sit on subsidies, collect that money and things like that, and do no work. And luckily, all that kind of Ukrainians from Ukraine, they are in Germany right now, and they left Canada. So we only have hardworking Ukrainians from Ukraine in Canada right now. All of the guys who wanted to abuse Canadian system, they left. And I'm so happy they left. They're not going to spoil the reputation of all hardworking Ukrainians here. No, look at, exactly, no, Canada is a beautiful country. Look at this. And look at Calgary, Alberta weather right now. Look at this. It's amazing. Especially when you have a car and the heating system is working properly and your steering wheel is heated up, but it's minus 20 outside. So it's way better on the inside of the car than it is to going outside. We have that guy driving in front of us. And I want to tell you something about Germany too. Since I started saying about Ukrainians in Germany, I have a friend who is Ukrainian and German citizen. Well, he's not Ukrainian citizen anymore, but he's German citizen. He's in Calgary, and he left Germany. He's actually not in Calgary anymore. He works in Calgary because I helped him relocate to Red Deer. I don't want to advertise that my occupation is in real estate. I work at AXP, but I don't want to emphasize or anything on that. But I helped him relocate to Red Deer. But anyways, he said that Germany is not the same country too. He says that it's been overrun by migrants, by immigration, and it became so unsafe. And Yeah, that's why he's in Canada. He loves Canada more than Germany. He's saying Germany has been run down by illegal migrants that have more privileges, that you can get robbed, you can get stabbed, and then you will go to jail for that too. So he is here in Canada and he doesn't like what Germany has become. He said Angela Merkel has destroyed Germany, and he only keeps his German citizenship because he hopes Germany is going to become what it used to be one day. And that's one of the things, guys, I don't want Canada to become. Europe is not the same country anymore. I mean, same continent anymore. It's been crazy. It's different right now. Poland is going up because of their policies and everything. Let's go, Alberta! Yes, sovereign and independent Alberta. I'm with you guys. It's amazing. I'm so happy so many people have joined us on this ride. There is over 100 people right now on the live stream too, on this ride with us. It's a beautiful movement for Alberta. Beautiful moment. There's going to be a couple of loud haters, of course. I'll tell you, if you look around, I think that Alberta independence movement right now is in a majority. Let's be honest. Oh, there is a truck passing by. Let's see if he's going to honk or not. Because truckers are one of the hardest working people out there. I'm going to roll down the window and see if you can hear if he's honking or not. No, he didn't. Most of them do support this. I'll tell you one more thing. I don't want to tell which business it is so that people don't start in the comments, I think this guy honked. You know, people are not going. That's why I don't have a business page. Thank you so much, Nito, for wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you, Nito. Yes, it's my birthday today, and I'm so happy to be here with Alberta Patriots on my birthday. Honestly, I think that's the best way to spend your birthday. Hope my flag didn't fly off yet. People are smiling and waving from inside the cars. That's so amazing. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Denval. Am I saying Denval? Thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, Pink Flowers. I really appreciate it. I think we have a really good chance for Alberta independence. A lot of people are questioning it. The stars have aligned so well. I think this is the only vote that's actually going to count. I mean, if you don't vote right now for Alberta independence, I don't think your vote will ever matter. You will not have a voice anymore, I believe. I really believe that. Because look at what we have right now. We have Daniela Smith, who has allowed us to have through to have this referendum. We have a legal petition referendum going on. We have the Clarity Act and legislation on our side. And we have Trump as a neighbor. I know some people hate Trump. They have Trump derangement syndrome and things like that. I always liked that guy. I even had a liberal friend who brought me, when Trump won the election, he brought me a flag of Trump being shot in the ear. And he's just to make fun of me. You know, he doesn't like Trump, but he got me that flag because he was in the US when the campaign was going on. So just to make fun of me. And honestly, the guy is acting in the best interest of his own country, of his own people. If people get offended by Trump that he's acting against their countries for his own country, well, at least he's acting for his own country. He's doing what's best for Americans. That's what Canadian government should be doing. And I was watching John Bolton today. You know, in the morning he published something, and he was talking about the cult of mediocrity in Canada. Of mediocrity. That we don't have any more pride of being best in something. That we are, you know, that we are pushing the mediocrity in Canada, and it's really sad. You know, I actually agree with him. I just didn't never wanted to bring that up what he said, and I'm happy he started that. Yeah, mediocrity and no free speech. That's kind of the weirdest thing in Canada. You're encouraged to be mediocre. On my other YouTube channel, I recently got attacked by people. Somebody said, Igor, you're making too much of money. You should not be making so much of money and complaining because of your because you work, you know, of your line of job and things like that. And I was like, what's so shameful if you are making a good income? And I was saying, you know what? People who I'm paying so much of taxes so that people who complain about it, you know, in the East don't have to work and they can just go and rage in Alberta and attack small business owners. I'm not actually rich or anything. I'm absolutely not rich compared to the people that I know that are actually rich. But I was like, wow, so in Canada it's shameful now to even earn a living, and it's encouraged for you not to be earning a living. And I was saying, guys, you know, the subsidies that you are getting, the things that you are getting, guess who is paying those taxes in Alberta? People like us working here and paying those taxes. We allow the lifestyle of people who want a universal basic income and who want to just complain. It's a cult of mediocrity and, you know, like participation trophies. Oh, we are all on it together, and it's really weird. Yet big corporations, you know, oligopolies, like big companies, you take Rogers, take TELUS, take look at those giant companies, grocery superstores and things like that. Yeah, you know, they are above everybody else. Small businesses getting hurt, big businesses get freebies in Canada. Yeah, they're just creating, that's how the communism started, on the jealousy. In the communist, they actually, that's where I came from, that's where I was born. You get punished for being successful. Exactly. I think that Smith got us a referendum. She got us, you know, the opportunity to speak. I think it's an amazing thing. You know, a lot of people in Alberta independence do not like Daniela Smith. They don't like her. And some people from the left say that she's the separatist, but she's not a separatist actually. But she got us this referendum, and with Trump being on the other side, I'll tell you why I believe I like Trump and why I think it's the best thing for us in Alberta is because he's unpredictable, and it takes only one message on Truth Social saying after the referendum, we Americans recognize the legitimate referendum in Alberta and Alberta as a sovereign nation. And it all it takes. That's all that takes, and that's why this year we have an opportunity for that. I'll tell you, if Trump tweets that after our referendum, it means we basically won. That's what I believe. Because if US recognizes Canada, there will be at least 50 other countries in the world that are going to instantly recognize Canada. I don't think Democrats would be doing that for us. I think Republicans could do that for us. And if they do that, then it's going to be very easy to negotiate. It's going to be difficult, but it will be easy to negotiate with the rest of Canada. Because after the referendum, it basically means that, you know, rest of the world, that's how Ukraine got recognized by Canada. If you don't remember, the first country in the world, and that's why Ukrainians love Canada so much, every single day. It's not about, the money that, politicians in Ukraine love the money coming from Canada too, because they get to keep so much of money. But Ukrainians remember how Canada recognized Ukraine independence one day after the referendum, the first country in the world. That's why Ukrainians are so grateful to Canada, because of that history. It might literally take 24 hours for one of the countries like United States to recognize Canada. So it's that's how it starts, and that's how the countries are built. And I am so happy to take a moment in this and taking part in this, That's why I'm here for my birthday, supporting this movement, because we are creating a history, we are creating a country. And also bring up I also want to bring up an interesting thing that see the car in front of me. It has a BC flag, Saskatchewan flag, and Alberta flag. It could actually happen based on, on the car in front of me. It could actually happen that way. I know you probably don't see much because of the sun glare into the lens. It's so bright. Oh yes, I'll tell you. I had Ukrainians calling me from New Brunswick, from Ontario. I actually have, she's Canadian, the lady. She's been in Canada for probably 30 years. She just sold her property in Ontario, and she told me she's, next month she's going to be to Calgary. She's already buying real estate in Calgary. She's been working her entire life, paying taxes for like 30 years in Ontario. The only thing she's worried about is for Alberta independence. She's worried what's going to happen to her pension once she comes to Alberta, and if Alberta becomes independent. But that's the reason why she's coming here. Hello, British Columbia! It's amazing to see people in the comment section talking to each other, having the most democratic process ever. Talking to each other, it's amazing. I see that most people on pickup trucks passing by are the ones who are more excited about this entire thing. On what they see on the right side of the road. I know one lady was looking something, I don't know, she was not waving or anything. I was just looking at the cars. I wish I could just turn my camera. Let's go, Alberta! We are, I don't know, it says we'll be at Calgary Zoo by, according to my map on my car, it says 1:05 p.m. 1:04 or 1:05 p.m., but we'll see. We are driving quite slow. We are like just 80 kilometers. No, exactly. It's going to be amazing. I'm just when we get our Alberta independence. And I want to tell you one more thing for all of you who are joining and who do not know about Alberta independence. What's actually happening? A lot of people are confused. They're thinking, reading the leftist propaganda about us, they're thinking that we are either supporting, the statehood in the United States, or, you know, or it's just like a radical group. But in reality, Alberta independence, it's a big amount of people actually, and with different views. There is a percentage of people in Alberta independence, big one. You know, there is a big percentage of people for Alberta independence, I would say, that are against, you know, joining anyone, just want Alberta independence to be sovereign nation. There is a very small percentage, I would say fringe percentage of people that actually want to join the United States as a state, as a 51st state. But that's not the core of the movement. Most people just want Alberta independence. There is also a portion of people that absolutely love Danielle Smith, and another portion that absolutely hate her. So just don't get me wrong, Alberta independence it's not one party. Some leftist people are saying that all of us are thinking the same way. We have absolutely different points of views. You know, like, I'm a huge supporter of really strong economic union with the United States, trading with them. You know, and having those kind of relationships. You know, I'm actually surprised that Canada as a country didn't have a European Union style of trade agreement with the United States, like having North American trade zone or something like that. I don't know why that never happened. But yeah, just giving you an idea so you understand what's going on in terms of Alberta independence. It's a group of people. Albertans will have their own parties. It will have their own elections, and there is going to be a bunch of political movements being born out of it once Alberta becomes an independent country. It's not going to be just Party of Alberta Independence or something like that. Canada is becoming a one-party system right now. That's what we want to preserve in Alberta. We want freedom, we want independence. And by the way, some people, I see a lot of support for the United States. You know, we love the United States here in Alberta. And I'll tell you, there is, I forgot to put the name of that bird is. We actually have, I believe it's an Albertan eagle. And it is actually bigger, I think, than American bald eagle. It's a very rare bird, but it's actually like size-wise bigger than the bald eagle in the United States. And some people in Alberta independence movement, I think I was talking to the people like few days back, they were joking about it. They were saying we need to get that bird for ourselves rather than having a beaver or a Canada goose. I don't know. That's just thinking out loud. I want to know what you think about it, because it's a predator bird. I'll tell you. Okay, looks like we are not creating. We are finally going up the hill, and I can see cars in my rear view mirror. I'm happy we're not impeding traffic or anyone. We are not slowing anyone down, because the speed limit here is like over 100 kilometers, I believe, and we are going at 80. Exactly. That's what people don't understand. They're scaring everyone that Alberta is just going to be United States. I'll tell you one more thing about biggest argument I'm hearing from left about Alberta independence. It's like, I'm going to switch my microphone here a little bit. About Alberta independence, I'll give you the biggest argument I'm getting. People are saying that US is going to just come and take Alberta and annex Alberta, and Canada is not going to protect it. It's the most hilarious excuse that I hear, because Americans already have bases in Canada. It's called NORAD, and United States is protecting Canada. You know, if United States wanted to annex Canada, they could probably do it in days, not weeks even, with the technologies and everything, and the intelligence that they have on Canada. I don't think it would be a problem. Like, if US really wanted to attack Canada, they would have done it way before. So I don't think that Alberta independence is going to cause that, and I don't think Canada can protect Alberta anyways. I don't think it's possible. I don't think they have an army in Canada too. Ukraine has a better army right now than Canada. You might be thinking Ukraine doesn't have an army, but I'll tell you, Ukraine has one of the most powerful armies in Europe right now because of the entire situation going on there. It had to be that. And honestly, if somebody's thinking that if United States is going to invade Canada, you know, if it was to happen, that NATO members are going to attack United States, best of luck with that. I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to stand in solidarity with Canada, just like they're standing in solidarity with Ukraine right now. They wouldn't want to lose access to US markets. That's the thing. So I don't think US is our enemy. I really believe that US is not going to be invading Canada or annexing Alberta for that matter. What I'm afraid of is China in Alberta or Russia. Canada should really be worried about Russia. We are sharing borders. And I'm a guy who actually speak my mother tongue is Russian, just so you know. You know, I'll tell you a story. In Cuba, I had a drunk Russian guy coming to me, hugging me over his shoulder, and he was saying, you know what, we Russians are such amazing people, but these dumb Ukrainians are. And that's where I had to interrupt him and I say, hey man, I'm Ukrainian. He apologized. I never heard of that guy after that. I've seen him for 5 minutes. I never seen the guy after that because he couldn't tell I'm Ukrainian the way I speak Russian. Thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it. We're about 37 minutes away from Calgary Zoo according to my map. I think we should have a column a little bit closer right now. The connection is good because I'm literally in between the cities. I'm on a Range Road 11A somewhere on my right side and Range Road 10A on my left side, between Red Deer and Airdrie somewhere. Thank you so much, Canadian Spider. Canadian Spider-Man. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. I have to get my kids a cake. My kids said today that, oh, you have a birthday, it means we are getting a cake. So I have to get the cake. By the way, on my left side, I know you cannot see, there is a herd of cows on the left side of me, and we have a huge Alberta. It's one of our resources that we have, Alberta beef manufacturing, production and farming. I want to support our farmers and yeah, say that we have to support our farmers and remove all the fertilizers and emission restrictions that they have put on Alberta farmers. Oh yes, yes. I did that. I was such a patriot of Canada when I started my YouTube channel, telling everyone to move to Canada about 8 years ago, that people would find my channel by writing Igor Canada, just IGOR Canada on YouTube, and somehow YouTube categorized me with that word Canada. That's how that's how people would find me. I still tell people, because it's too difficult to spell my name, if you put Igor Canada, somehow my channel comes up. You can try it right now. You'll see YouTube shows my channel. And now with Alberta independence movement, I'm actually surprised that people who have Canadian flag are so aggressive and so much full of hate towards Alberta movement, Alberta independence. I don't know why. That's really strange, guys. Canada flag doesn't feel the same what it was when I was coming to. It's really strange what has happened to Canada. It's not the same country anymore, and it seems like people who are having Canada flag, when they see Alberta flag, they go nuts, they go crazy, they become aggressive. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm really disappointed with all the inclusivity and support for immigrants what Canada has become. You know, Canada has become famous for slaughtering BC ostriches right now. It's a terrible thing, a reputation to have. I was shocked, to be honest with you. I think it's another part where they take away people's freedoms. Thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday. I really appreciate it. By the way, I want to tell you that I was on a podcast. I forgot the name of that podcast for Alberta independence. I think, let me try to remember. I'll tell you the name of the podcast. It's Jason Levine. I was there with Bertha Proud Dad in the morning, on Jason Levine morning show with Bertha Proud Dad and Unacceptable Fringe, Derek. You know, and Jason, his wife, he said that his wife is Arab, ethnically Arab, and are supporting Alberta independence. So when people are saying that the guy in front of us, one car ahead, John, his wife is from Venezuela, and she's also supporting independence. My wife in the comments, she's from India. If you don't know Dennis Kalma, who wrote the book Value of Freedom, he told me his wife is Chinese. So I'm just telling you, we have a lot of diversity within this movement as well. So the race card is not going to work for the left to label us as racist. Racist people don't marry, don't have mixed families. Exactly, Canada is cooked. Oh yes, we are coming through Pao Sioux Farm. I was talking so much, guys, I'm almost losing my voice a little bit. I want to express my huge support for Alberta farmers. And as somebody who is on the carnivore diet, meat-based diet, it's really important for me. I don't want us in Alberta to eat crickets like Ottawa wants us for protein, or using cancer to grow fake meat from test tubes. Let's go, Alberta! Thank you so much, Busker James, for wishing me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it, Busker James. I actually hope I'm going to meet some of you guys from the live stream at the Calgary Zoo. That would be cool. I'll be there 33 minutes by 1:10 p.m. now. I think we're driving slowly, probably going to be 40 minutes before we reach it. I'm so happy there was a Tim Hortons, guys. At least I got some hot coffee. And also share this video with your friends, share this live stream with your friends. By the way, you know, a lot of people are using argument for pipelines, but as far as I know, we are actually, I think 90% trade of Alberta goes with the United States. You know, so it's when people are saying Canada united and things like that, I think we are already, you know, kind of separated from Canada as we are. I think we will actually have more trade with with Canada. Because right now, as we are already landlocked by Canada because of Canada. Yes, we will have canvassers. You know, I'll give you some information on canvassers. I have a car full of canvassers following me behind right now. There is at least 3 canvassers that are in our convoy right now. People are literally spending their money on gas and their entire weekend, minus 20 degrees, driving from Edmonton to Calgary, and then they're going to be driving back to Edmonton as well. We have canvassers, and I think we'll have an event there until evening as well, signing the event at that place as well. The only thing is I washed my car and now it's going to be all dirty because we are driving on water, not to slow traffic down. Woo! Somebody's honking at us. People are driving by, recording us on their cell phones from passenger seat, luckily. But yeah, it's a people are waving from the truck. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Harold. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. I really appreciate it, guys. We are driving to Calgary. For anyone who is just tuning in, we are driving to Calgary. We are driving to Calgary Zoo parking lot. When I was heading here, I actually was doing some research, asking ChatGPT if it's legal in Canada to have a car convoy like that, because in Ukraine, I think it's like if you have more than 4 cars, you have to have a permit. Otherwise, it's considered to be a political action. So, yeah, luckily in Canada, you're allowed to do that. And that's what we want to preserve, our democracy. They're trying to shut down social media. Oh yes, we are going to Calgary Zoo, exactly, that's where we are going. We are going to be there about in half an hour or so. I think more than half an hour, because the map is saying if I was driving, you know, map is probably looking at 10 kilometers over the speed limit, and we are going like more than 20 under the speed limit, something like that. Hopefully no liberals have called police on us yet. That's what they do. They like to file complaints against people. You know, calling... I'll keep you updated. I'm pretty sure there is a bunch of complaints that already came to the real estate board about me. That's why I don't have a Google page. People were asking me, Igor, why don't you have a Google page so I can leave you a positive review? I'm so happy I don't have a Google page because I'm a realtor. I'm so happy I don't have a Google page. Like, I have so many, I've been doing it for almost 5 years now, I would say, and I'm so happy I don't have a Google page, because liberals would be destroying my Google page by now with their comments. Just because they disagree. You know, they cannot just peacefully disagree. They want to destroy your businesses, attack your businesses. I even have another business and I'm trying to keep it a secret right now. I'm trying to keep that business a secret. Like the name of that business, but I might be able to just say what it is soon. I don't know. I have a small contracting business as well that I'm keeping away. Thank you so much. No, I'm going to try to forget liberals. I think, you know, I'll tell you something. Somebody told me that they told me that I support Alberta independence because I think that, you know, real estate prices would go up. I have a property in Calgary, of course, and of course I want the property of my property value to go up. Of course I want it to stay up. I don't want it to crash. I don't think anyone owns any kind of property, but I also want people to make enough money to buy homes. It's not, you know, it's not the problem that the real estate prices in Canada are high. It's problem that income didn't go up. If people in Alberta would be making over $200,000 right now, that would be amazing. I mean, exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Exactly. I think we'll be making money in US dollars, and US dollars and Canadian dollar is going to be nothing without Alberta. It will crash by at least 20 cents, probably the day one Alberta, you know, has after the referendum. If we get, I'm aiming for 50% plus one vote. I'm aiming for 50% plus one vote, to be honest with you. I think that's the legal majority. Let's go, Alberta! I don't know if I'm going to get demonetized or something. I put this one on really quietly. Okay, where is John taking us in the water? Turn on a small song here in the background. Okay, we are pulling over again to another stop. Woo! Another stop. Do I have some gas? I still have some gas in my tank. Half a gas tank to go to Red Deer and halfway to Calgary. We are pulling over. Put my microphone on my jacket. We are still live. I think we could, I think we had maximum 140 something people on the live stream joining in.
Oh wow!
Right now we have 110.
Come on over here. Let's try to get everybody.
Oh yeah. Once again, we're gonna switch off the car.
It's getting nice out, Igor, for your birthday.
Yeah.
Vitamin D for your birthday.
Exactly. How's your dog doing?
She's doing good. She's used to it. She travels around everywhere with me.
Oh, that's amazing.
As long as I let her run a bit, you know, like every once in a
I think it's warmer here now.
it's getting warmer the farther south we go.
Yeah.
It's amazing how when I traveled down to Diamond City,
Yeah.
the culture, the infrastructure, the layout of the land, the landscape, the weather, everything's different. The industries are different. They're making sugar beets. They're growing different things down there. They got irrigation set up for the droughts. Because the wind just blows all the snow and moisture away in Diamond City.
Exactly. Yeah. It's.
But they're so industrious around there. Once you get in there, it starts to feel like a whole different country. There's different countries and cultures within Alberta.
Yeah.
This place is way big enough to be a nation. We got different climate in it.
I agree with you.
North and south, especially east and west, all of those.
And people are saying Alberta doesn't have its own culture. You know, some liberal people are saying it has no one.
I know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy to even say that.
Like if you think about some of the Huttery colonies are the same as the reserves.
Yeah.
They're completely isolated, segregated from the rest of society. Some of them don't even speak English. I've been there. In some of their shops, there's old boys in there. There's old cowboys in there that fix and farm. They don't know English. They just know just certain German dialect.
Exactly.
Oh, you gonna find somebody put that speaker on?
I
we're
no,
gonna
I'm.
collect some
It's
signatures
running.
here.
Okay, I just gotta pee and I'll be right out.
We need who's the canvasser? Who's the actual flag collector? I'll take one.
By the way, John, there's some people who are going to be coming for signatures
We'll see
at
if
the
we
zoo.
can-
People are commenting. They're saying they're going to be waiting for us at the zoo
Oh, at the
on the
zoo.
live stream.
Yeah.
Well, go to the zoo, man.
Try to be
Yeah, it'd be more people.
Yeah, why don't you say, John, Tyson, let's go to the zoo.
I think they're.
on the other side. Okay, I'll say look for the food. Is that where some people
Igor, we should go
Some
to the
people are
zoo,
saying
man.
they're waiting for us because they're watching this
yeah.
live right now.
Oh, they are waiting.
So they're saying they're going to wait for us there.
Instead of trying to get
John!
there, go to where the people are already there.
Let me see the comments.
Yeah. I think that's what Igor's going to create.
We have maximum we had 145 people on the live stream.
Yeah.
Right now there is 110 people watching us.
Okay. Igor's going to create, he's going to talk to Mitch Sylvester on Monday. Is that what he said?
Yeah, I'll talk to him on Monday.
You got his
Hopefully.
number?
Well, I have a way to reach out to him.
Okay, good.
And I think I do have his phone number.
Yeah, oh, that's excellent. Igor, I think it'd be so important for you to do something like that.
Yeah.
Round him
Yeah.
back up 'cause he's-
Actually, I do have his phone number. They emailed it to me from
Yeah,
Alberta
that'd be
Perspective
great.
Project.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, let's do that, John.
Do this to John.
Because I reached out to them when it all started. I was like, hey, can I get an interview with Mitch? And they sent me the message. They sent me.
Absolutely. You got to think.
Yeah, that's
Every
great.
person that drives by sees that. It's in their mind and they're talking.
Reminder
And
to-
Whether it's good or
And
bad.
everybody that honks at
You know what I'm
us
saying?
and all,
Yeah.
that,
One way or
that's
another,
making
it's
an
getting
impact on people.
Exactly, yeah.
You're such a good encouragement.
Yeah, so.
Where's my second phone? Where is the... Because I think they're trying to collect some signatures over here. Let me take my second phone. I want to take some pictures too. Because this phone is occupied with recording. Actually running battery. Take some pictures for my social media. I actually had some Alberta channels asking me for these footages. They were asking me to, so that they can put it on Facebook pages for other people. Some people who couldn't make it today here. There's some Facebook groups who were asking me to make some pictures like this and send it to them. Ah, what the hell, take picture of my car too. Oh, the flag is still alive. I thought the flag is going to be... Take a picture of myself live streaming. I thought the flag is going to be ruined by now. You got a small flag over here too. To the zoo. Okay, let's go to the zoo. We are going to the zoo, guys.
All right, Igor. The best, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Let's go inside. I'm going to put my phone back where it's supposed to be and plug it in so it doesn't. The phone is struggling with the energy supply right now. Let me try to plug it in. Give me a second. All right. In the car. Now I can finally read comments properly. Yeah, I know Daniela Smith is mingling with Carney. I agree with that. I know it's a political game. Maybe and others, they're trying to label us as traitors. By the way, we have some Alberta independence flags on that side. Let me, before we start driving, I'm gonna show you. Let me just remove it from my thing here. We have some people with Alberta independence flag somewhere. I don't see it on the camera actually. Can you see it on the camera? Let me put it in. Now you can see just woods. Yeah, there is more cars on that side, so they're just going to announce to those guys in the woods that we are going to be heading out, not to lose half of our people, because some people went to, you know, like use the washroom and stuff like that. There is some kind of building over there, like I don't know what that building is. By the way, you know, Danielle Smith is going to be basically, she's going to be a prime minister of Alberta if Alberta becomes independent. That's basically what's going to happen until we have another election. And if she stays or she doesn't stay, I'll tell you even more thing, that after the petition, once we know how many signatures we have and independence is going to be announced, I'm pretty sure we are going to have, you know, we are definitely going to have a campaign. So I'm not aiming for the petition only. I'm aiming my entire channel and my social media until October, at least until October. Yeah, I don't know if I can keep up the pace. I was literally working my all day yesterday. I was still able to publish some videos. I couldn't publish the short videos. I have about 20 of them that I have to edit and publish them on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. But I couldn't do that because I was working. Still have to, I don't get paid for this. Nobody's paying me for this. Thank you so much, Tyler. Okay, I think we are heading out. Woo! Let's go! All right, let me put my seatbelt back on. I always feel like jumping out of the car. As soon as I remove the seatbelt, we start moving. Let me put my microphone here. Oh, okay, let's go. I think we have a little bit less car than we started, but there is some cars on the right as well. What's that building? Dixon. What is it? Dixon Stevenson shopping house. Okay, so that's like a shopping house. I think they're buying some stuff there. Alberta independence guys. Yes. Oh, Texas barbecue. Absolutely. Oh wow. You know, last time I went to Texas, I went to Dallas and I went to Austin. You know, the food there is definitely good and the portions are huge. It's awesome. I love it. You know, the food they have, I think culture-wise, in my opinion, that I don't know what your opinion is, I think we in Alberta have more in common with Texas than with Ontario. That's just my perception. What do you guys think? If you've been to Texas and you're from Alberta, what do you guys think? Do we have more similarities? We definitely need the Department of Doge. Exactly. We definitely need Doge, and we definitely need ICE. People are afraid of ICE. I think it's going to solve a lot of problems. I'm actually surprised we don't have ICE in Canada. When I came to Canada as an immigrant, I thought that police officers are going to be, if you get pulled over, they're going to be checking your immigration status. They should have access to that. So I was literally, when I came to Canada, because I'm a law-abiding person, I was afraid to make sure that I have all my paperwork in place, and I'm not even a day in Canada without authorization to be here. And honestly, if Canada in the very end said you're not allowed to stay here, when I had my student visa or work permit, I would leave. That's how things are. You have to leave if your visa expires. If you're not in Canada legally, you have to leave. That's what it is. And I'll tell you my opinion on the entire thing in Europe as well. I think the pendulum swing is going to be coming another way. I think historically we went into a huge globalization, and I think it's going to be reversed now. I think we are about to start heading other way around until we get into another extreme. We already went into extreme of globalization. We went in a total extreme, and I think it's starting to head backwards, starting from Poland, United States, and eventually Europe is going to get involved as well. I think people are going to get fed up, and they're going to fix these things. Now, I'll tell you, we are almost, guys, reaching Calgary, actually. We are 36 kilometers away from the zoo area, from Calgary Zoo. Exactly, pendulum swings, and I think it's going to swing back right now. I'm actually more worried about Europe than I'm worried about Canada and the United States. Just let me remind you all that I'm European, and Europeans are not the most peaceful people in the world. And World War I, World War II, I'm not going to be surprised if World War III is going to be there too. So it's good to be in Canada, further away from Europe, because Europeans are very good in teaching others how to live, but then starting wars and getting very violent in them. So in that way, if the pendulum swings, it's going to hit hard. I just hope it doesn't go into into another extreme, like Germany in World War II. Guys, I want to tell you, if you want to talk about Iran, or how Americans call it, Iran, I don't know. I'll say Iran is, well, they found out. It's called FAFO. They just found out. It was about time to do that. By the way, I'll tell you another thing is that Islamic countries in the East, the countries that are in the East, Arabic countries, they are so worried about extremism, Islamic extremism in Europe, that they are telling their students not to go to Europe right now, like UK, let's say. So I'm just saying that there is pointless of being Islamophobic. It's not about that. I grew up in a Muslim country. and they don't go into those extremes like they do in Europe these days. I'm watching all the videos that's happening in the UK and things like that. It's crazy. That's not religion. It's just people that are there. Because I literally heard prayers 5 times a day. You know, I read Quran, and I used to speak and write and speak in Arabic and read. Oh, not very fluently, but I know how. I forgot most of it. I can still read a little bit in Arabic. So it was funny in Calgary. I had a Lebanese guy who decided to swear at me in Arabic while talking to me, a contractor, while abusing me because he was basically saying that I'm dumb Canadian who doesn't speak his language in Arabic. And then I started talking back in Arabic to him. He was shocked. I told him what I think about what he had to say about me. I lived in Qatar for 6 years. I went to Middle East International School. So I know a little bit about Arabic, and I studied in American school. It was in Middle East and it was American school. So yeah. And I was a minority. I was the only white guy on the street. So I lived there as a visible minority for a big chunk of my childhood, so I know how it feels like. Oh yeah, no, I told him some things in Arabic. It's that guy started spitting, you know, he almost choked on his saliva when he started, you know, he was just, you know, trying to be professional with me on the phone and then abusing me, you know, off the phone in Arabic. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell this guy. No, I have a huge respect for Arabs and for Islam, but you know, it's not, you know, what's happening in Europe right now. That's not religion. It's just like people, you know, and there is they wouldn't allow this kind of behavior in truly Islamic countries, Muslim countries that are civilized. They would not allow this kind of behavior in their own country. Oh yeah, no, I told that guy in Arabic. That's what got to him. I forgot so much of Arabic. It's been almost 2 decades ago now. I barely remember anything. It was my favorite subject in school. They made me learn French and Arabic. I hated French and I loved Arabic. French was difficult. Arabic was easy. I found it easy to write right to left and read right to left, but French was difficult. So for me, some people in the comments are going crazy about, you know, my origins, Ukrainian or what am I? That's why I'm saying I'm not a completely 100% Ukrainian, because I grew up in a different systems and a different region. I'll tell you guys, I grew up in propaganda. It was first I grew up and I was told I'm Russian, and that Russians are my people. It's 1990s. Then we won World War II. Americans did nothing in World War II. They just dropped the nuke and Hiroshima and Nagasaki just to make a point. That's what I was brought up at in the 1990s. And then I went to American school in Middle East. And then I was told that Americans won World War II. And I was like, there is no freaking way they won World War II. They did nothing according to what I know from school where I was going to school. And then I realized that whatever I knew was propaganda. And then I came back to Ukraine and I was told, hey, you were, after the life of being told you were Russian forever, I was told, no, you were never Russian, you're actually Ukrainian. And we were never Russians. And after that, I come to Canada and there is a different kind of propaganda, liberal propaganda going on. So I have immune system for that. I don't buy that BS anymore. Yes, we are getting close to energy, guys. And the best part about it is my wife, she's in the comments, she's originally from India, so she's Canadian, but I went to India and guess what what happened in India? In Kerala is a state in India and they have a communist party in charge with a bunch of communist flags everywhere that got me really bothered because I come from a country where we ban communism, where it's illegal to be communist now in Ukraine. And they have communists all over Kerala, and I was shocked to see that. And they even made Lenin and Stalin look a little bit Indian on the pictures so that people could relate better, so it doesn't look like a totally... So Lenin and Stalin were a little bit Indian. And I'll tell you more thing. You know what I heard in India? That our engineers, their engineers are that's what they say. You read Hindustan Times, you will find out. It's basically another, newspaper, propaganda newspaper. In India, if you read that, they're saying our engineers are the best, our doctors are the best in the world, our people are the smartest in the world, and we are the greatest nation. That's what Indians are saying in India. And our military is the most powerful too. And then I realized that's the same stuff that I heard from Russian propaganda in 1990s in Ukraine. So, same playbook, different country. I couldn't tell a difference if I didn't look around and people didn't look differently and they didn't speak different language. If they looked exactly like Russians, I would think they were Russian. Sometimes I think that they share the disinformation technology and manipulation techniques between countries. Like, Modi goes to Russia and Putin tells him, hey, this is what works. That's how you control your people. That's what works for China. Let's try it in Canada. That's why I don't want China to come into Canada. Otherwise, we'll have a social credit system. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for saying Kozak. No, people don't know what Kozak means. It's actually Ukrainian independence fighters. People don't realize that it was Zaporizhia. It's a region in Ukraine, Zaporizhska Sich, and that's where we had Cossacks, where most of the Europe, like literally everyone was feudal and there were kings and queens and surrounded by 3 empires. That was basically a settlement of warriors in Ukraine that called themselves Cossacks, and they would they would be voting for their leaders by throwing their hats, basically lifting their hats up and throwing them in a pile then they would count how many hats there are to see who is in favor or not and things like that. They would be electing their own leadership there. Hey! See, a guy on Tesla is cheering up for Alberta independence. A guy on Tesla wants us to have more oil. That's amazing. Now we are, where are we? Cross Iron Mills. Yes, Ukraine was the first democracy in Europe. People forget about it. It's they would vote for their leadership. And I even forgot the name of that. What's his name? Getman. I forgot the name of the Getman of that time. 1600s. I'll tell you. I think now I remember. I think it was Bogdan Khmelnytsky is the Getman's name in 1600s, who was fighting for Ukraine's independence. Was one of the first ones. And yeah, Bogdan Khmelnytsky. And there is a famous painting where they were sending a message of Cossacks writing a message with abuses and everything to the Russian king about disobedience. There is a painting like that in Ukraine. It's a famous painting that they were basically abusing the Russian king, Tsar, saying that they're not going to be supporting him. It was a democracy. And that's one of the things people are asking me, oh, you came to Canada, why are you fighting here? Why are you supporting independence and things like that? You know, like, give me a second. Somebody stopped there. Should we pull over for this person? What happened? I don't know if it's safe to pull over. There's a broken down car and a lady in there. But anyways, oh my goodness, guys, I've been talking on this live stream for over an hour now. I lost all of my speech right now. Yeah, exactly. That's what we had. We had voting for leadership in 1648 in Ukraine. That was a democracy. And you know, that's nobody likes a democracy. You do realize, if you think about it, that a democracy is a huge chaos for a country. It's very difficult to manage when people get a chance to vote, where people have a chance for freedom of speech. That's why Americans have their guns, that they don't want to give up their guns in case the government goes crazy. And you know what's happening in Ukraine right now is that it's with the war situation, they're kidnapping men of the service age on unmarked minivans, beat them up and throw them and send them to war and things like that. You know, government, when they want to take away your guns, they don't want to take away your guns for your safety. It's just an excuse for your safety. It's for their safety, because they can do whatever they want and then you cannot do anything about it. And the criminals, trust me, they're going to have guns. I don't know a single country that was able to prevent criminals from getting a gun. By the way, right now in Ukraine, everyone has a gun, even though it's not legal. It's just because of the war situation. So much of undocumented guns going on, such a big black market going on right now. And they want to take away your guns here in Alberta for the same reason. You know, I'm actually thinking of getting a gun license, possibly myself. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. I never thought of it, but I know a lot of people who have guns. Hey, another Tesla waving us! Whoa! Tesla people are the best people for Alberta independence. You know, it's people would say Tesla people are not going to support it. Oh, exactly, it's a and you know, I'll tell you one more thing. I think Carney is the best thing that has happened for Alberta right now, because we can actually get our independence, because Albertans cannot stand him. You know, that's what I think. Like it's like a perfect evil to happen for us right now. If he gets you know, spring election and gets majority, then it's definitely we are going. You know, that's the only good part about Carney is how bad he is, and that he is, you know, not making any deals with the United States and turns around and goes to China. I think in that way, even though, you know, I don't like him, he's going to help Alberta make a decision. Even those people who are doubting that we should leave are now going to turn around, look at Carney, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, definitely we are leaving now. Wow, congratulations on your, thank you so much, congratulations on your Canvasser badge. And once again, guys, thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. We are getting closer to Calgary Zoo. I can already see Calgary downtown. If I remember right, we just have to go, I think we have to go right on 16th Avenue, and we are going to be, or Memorial. Maybe, I don't know where. I'll just follow these guys. Do they want to go on Memorial Drive? I think we'll just use Memorial Drive. Because I don't even have my map on anymore. Oh, that's amazing. In Palm Springs, you're gonna have some signatures there. That's awesome. By the way, in terms of Turkey being Muslim country, I'll tell you that Crimea has a huge population of Turks. If we were to look historically who Crimea belongs to, it belongs to Turks. And you know what Russia did to Turks? They loaded them in Crimea on trains and sent them to concentration camps in Russia. And they brought in a bunch of Russians to take away their housing, just to change them out, to change the population of Turks. Nobody is talking about it, but they literally brought in trains and they loaded people, Turks from Crimea, took away their homes and sent them to concentration camps in Russia, in East Russia. And then they brought a bunch of white Russians and they put them to live there. That's actually how referendums in Eastern Ukraine, they did them right now with the entire war in Ukraine going on, is a lot of Ukrainians fled. They brought in a bunch of Russians from Russia, settled them down in Ukraine. People, you want free housing, you want affordable housing, you can go to Ukraine and you get a free housing because of the Ukrainians who fled. And now they went and they made a referendum, fake referendum in Russia just to take houses from the people. I even had some Canadian Ukrainians who have real estate in Eastern Ukraine that's occupied by Russia from Calgary, flying into Russia through Belarusian border, going through interrogation by FSB agents because they are coming from Canada, applying for Russian passport, selling their real estate in occupied territory of Ukraine that is now Russia, and then coming back with that money to Canada. That's the reality of what is going on. By the way, you know, if United States ever wanted to invade Canada, I can give you a script how it can be done. You just have to copy the Russian playbook. That's what they did in Russia. You just have to copy the playbook, and definitely that's how it worked. I'll tell you how Russia did it. They just started giving away passports to Ukrainians at the border for free. So if you want to become a Russian citizen, you just go and you get yourself a passport and you become Russian. And then they brought in the military to protect Russians from Ukrainians. That's how they did it. So if Americans really wanted to annex Canada, they could just simply say, hey, go and apply for American passport right now, and then come and protect Americans in Canada. So that's easy. That's how they did it. So that's the playbook that Putin used. But that hasn't happened. So Don't worry about it, guys. I would prefer being a friend with America than to be a friend of China or Russia. By the way, because I have my microphone plugged in and my phone plugged in, my phone is barely charging even, so I don't know, it's not even getting any charge right now. We are getting close to 32 Avenue North. I think we are, next one should be 16, and then it's going to be Memorial. No, exactly. Americans are the best trading partner for Canada. You know, I'll tell you, in Ukraine, I think in 1990s, when I was a kid, my parents used to joke. They used to put this joke. You know, I never told this joke yet online, because it was like a family joke, and some Ukrainians would also say that too, because we were so poor and we were such a big friend of Russia that Ukrainians were jokingly saying that we should literally declare the war to the United States of America, and then before they bomb us, we should surrender, and then our economy is going to be better. That's what Ukrainians were joking in the 1990s. They were saying, let's just declare war to the United States and then surrender. Then they're going to bring in the forces and we will get Russians out. That's the joke that Ukrainians were saying in 1990s. I don't know if any of you Eastern Europeans heard something like that. That was a thing at that time. Because it was literally better to be an enemy of the United States than to be a friend of Russia. They're going through some deep snow here. By the way, with the comments that I made about Russia, you know I cannot visit Russia. Okay, I see a sign, Calgary Zoo. We are almost there. I would love to interview some of you guys if you are there at the Calgary Zoo. I would love to interview some of you there. If you're okay to be on YouTube or other social media platforms. I think the guy's car in front of me, blinker went off. Oh no, it's still working. Free Alberta, guys! Freedom! Oh, thank you guys for being here for us on the live stream. We're almost there. Oh, absolutely, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the summer too. Joe. It's awesome. We're almost there. We made it from Red Deer to Calgary. Wow! It's amazing. I think this is the longest live stream I ever did so far. I talked so much, I lost my voice. I'll probably be quiet after the live stream for the rest of the day, even though I like to chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the blessings and love, guys. I really appreciate it. All right, we are there. All right. Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome to see you guys next time if you're joining us on this ride. That would be amazing. We made it. There are some people waiting for us here already. Look at this. Wow. I just honk. Hey, we made it. Whoa. Look how many more people here. Let me get my camera and going to see some of those guys. Whoa! Let's go, Alberta! Okay. Let's go, Alberta! Whoa! Well, we made it! Hey!
Hello!
Hello!
I've been following you to make sure where you were so we could be here.
Oh, thank you so
Oh,
much!
it was so awesome.
Oh
Thank
my
you
goodness!
for going up
No,
there.
thank you! Thank you for being here. One second, guys. I'm gonna go and meet some more people there. Let me record this for a second. just so I can put it on the social media a little bit for us. It's called B-rolls, guys. See, John is interviewing people there already. Follow him on his channel as well. Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah, I watch on YouTube.
Yes, I seen you before when we went to meet the Mitch Sylvester on the speech. You remember?
Yeah.
I think we met there. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness.
I support it 100%.
Oh my goodness. We have about 92 people watching us right now.
92?
Yeah, it was 130 something, or 40 people. I'm live streaming from Red Deer so far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you one of my cards. That's what I do on the side.
Oh yeah, no, I already have it. I have it.
Oh, you have
Yes,
it?
yes, I already kept one of your cards. Thank you so much.
I sold some this morning here.
That's awesome. That's
That
amazing.
works.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just telling you do business. I'm retired, so
No,
I'll
absolutely.
be 69 in June.
Right.
I did it. My song, my lyrics, and AI.
Don't give me a compliment. I love it.
Beautiful. Good job.
Wow. Good job. I got my what do you call these boots?
Yay! Guys, I'm going to make some videos here right now. I'm going to be ending the live stream. But I want to first thank all of you for joining us here today. Let me finally show my face. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to record some of these B-rolls here, and I'm going to show it on the short section of YouTube, and also recorded a long form video talking to people. I'll try to talk to some more people here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this ride. I really appreciate it, guys. And freedom for Alberta. See you soon.